Breaking news, a Verizon store got raided after erecting 5G death towers in the neighborhood. Little pity was shown to the Verizon store employees. Looks like they were doing a rectum cavity search in the surveillance footage, ladies and gentlemen. So why are people hot and bothered by these 5G death towers? Look at where they're putting them, just across from the playground, right in front of people's homes. Cancer clusters everywhere. You've got 250,000 employees that are getting burned, cooked by these death towers every year, according to the insurance industry. We just did a report on that. Be sure to check that out in the video archives. These things are deadly. Over 1,000 studies confirm that these death towers cause cancer, ladies and gentlemen. It's just part of the eugenics program that we're seeing out there. We've got footage of the new death towers, the new and improved death panels that are going up everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what else we got for you as far as these death panels are concerned. Look at these. What do they look like? Solar panels? Could they be something harmless and innocuous? Look how they try to hide them and make them look like ambiguous, androgynous objects. But these things are not harmless, ladies and gentlemen. These things are deadly. That's why people are calling them death towers. And they had to take down some of these death towers close to elementary schools because of the cancer clusters. They don't want to talk about that on the television. They don't want to talk about anything that might compromise their eugenics program. And have no doubt about it, it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. Just like the Terminators are coming. These people are trying to exterminate you. They're poisoning the food, the air, the water. We're working on a big story out of Atlanta. Seems like they've discovered at least 8 hardcore carcinogenic chemicals in the water supply. You thought the lead in Flint or Newark, New Jersey was bad. Just wait until you hear what's coming out of Atlanta. And it turns out this stuff is in everybody's water supply. They are spiking the water, poisoning the water to kill people, ladies and gentlemen. It's a genocide, just like the Kurds. And if you saw yesterday's broadcast where they were trying to, basically negotiate using genocide as a tool, well, people are just losing their minds. They're like, no way, it can't happen. It's happening again. It's the 1930s all over again in the USSA, ladies and gentlemen. It truly is scary out there. And these death towers are a non-stop confirmation that these people are out to get you. And if you don't know what you're getting dosed with, we advise you to get a meter. Any meter will do, as long as it's not the El Cheapo from Home Depot that only picks up magnetic fields. You definitely want something that picks up these death towers. Check out the EMF 390 on our website if you haven't already. Ladies and gentlemen, all the videos and product descriptions are there for you. Trying to find some footage of the EMF 390, but it seems like the video guy is on vacation as usual. If you're just joining us, big breaking news at the Verizon store. They got sacked. They got raided, ladies and gentlemen. See how they lock the door? Real slick there. They tie them up and then they start the probe. Looks like they were taking pictures as well. Very dastardly, to say the least. Any case, why are people losing their minds? Of course, the 5G will be the backbone, the communications backbone for the Robocops and the Terminators and the drones that are coming. This is just the prelude, just the beginning of the end. Just wait until you start seeing highways of drones above your head. You can't imagine the noise and the inconvenience. Just wait for these Robocops to tell you to go back to your home so that you can shelter in place. Just wait for the lockdown. Wait for them to start bringing you into the FEMA camps, ladies and gentlemen. And they're already basically gassing you as if you were in a FEMA camp with these death towers, except you can't smell this gas. You can't tell that you're getting dosed unless you've got a meter. And most places out there where people congregate are getting dosed, whether it be at church, at the mall, at the grocery store, at the stadium, on the highway. If you're in a traffic jam, chances are there's a death tower nearby. They cause these traffic jams now on purpose so that people can get an extra dose. And that's just really the beginning of the misery when it comes to these death towers. If you could see the EMF radiation being put out by these things, if you had goggles so that you could see what you were getting dosed with, you would freak out. And the closest thing that people really have these days to EMF goggles are EMF detectors. And of course, we recommend the EMF 390, only 109 on our website. Check it out, stfnreport.com. Whether you're watching us on Fakebook, on STFN Reloaded, or on YouTube, ScrewTube, and the like, ladies and gentlemen, check out our website, stfnreport.com. You'll be glad you did. Of course, this eugenics program is going on regardless of what the television is blabbing about. Right now, they're talking about Ukraine, they're talking about impeachment, but they should be talking about Epstein. They should be talking about Seth Rich. They should be talking about the WikiLeaks, the Podesta emails, and the like, because what we discovered during those 2016 elections was that the entire system is compromised. The entire system, the government, the television, the Hollywood, they're all in it together like a bunch of Charlie Manson groupies trying to rape and murder children. And it was confirmed with the Epstein arrest, and they killed Epstein. And then they started talking about Russians and Ukrainians and Iranians and the like. Anything but Epstein. Anything but what happened over there on Epstein's Island, ladies and gentlemen. Any case, the big breaking news, if you're just joining us right now, seems like a Verizon store was sacked, raided, after a 5G death tower went up in the neighborhood. Citizens have had enough. They're starting to take matters into their own hands, and it looks real dastardly at the Verizon store, taking pictures of the rectal cavity search, TSA standards, of course. And, people, have had enough. They've had enough of the eugenics program. They've had enough of getting dosed by these death towers, getting sprayed by the geoengineering and the like. They've had enough of the pesticides, the GMOs, the forced vaccinations, and the like. They've had enough of these eugenics programs and these death towers, and now they're going up everywhere. They're spying on you, watching you nonstop through your death phone, ladies and gentlemen. And I feel sorry for everybody that's carrying a phone in their pocket right now. More and more studies show just how bad these phones are and just how high the doses are. They recalled a bunch of phones because they were above government standards. But if you look at the bioinitiative standards, you want to be at 1 milliwatt per meter square or less. 1 milliwatt is considered extreme. You could get doses in the hundreds of milliwatts out there in the city streets. All of this technology is untested, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of health and safety. And of course, it's just like everything else. One day they're telling you the DDT is safe, just breathe it in, and then they're like, oh shit, bitches, we fucked you. Get some Zantac today. Now, we've compared the EMF 390 to other EMF meters on the market. By far the best for the money at only 109. You can spend $300-400 on, something else if you want to, but just don't go out there naked. Especially these days with these death towers everywhere. Filter your water, ladies and gentlemen. Get out of the city. They're death traps. Get out of the urban air, to say the least. Any case, of course, you've seen the new and improved death towers show up in your neighborhoods, on your city streets. They look like just some kind of naked light pole, if you will, without the light on it. But in fact, these new death poles are part of the kill grid, and it seems like we're seeing more and more of them everywhere we go, especially on the way to the shopping mall. and near the schools. They are targeting people with these death towers, and we have the proof of that with these EMF meters. You can see exactly where they're aiming these things, who's getting hit the worst, and it's always the children, and it's always the sheeple, unaware as they're trying to download a new movie from Netflix. Little do they know that this technology is actually being used against them, deployed for their destruction. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, the phones spy on you, listen to you, track you wherever you go, as well as dose you. But these death towers do that to the entire community. And of course, they are going to be the backbone for the Terminators, the Skynet, the drones, the nightmare of tomorrow, the nightmare of Silicon Valley, Silicon Valley, if you will. What these people are about to deploy will enslave humanity forever, just until they start plugging you into the Matrix and the like. But this technology that's about to be deployed is checkmate, ladies and gentlemen. Once they, lock in the automation, once they're able to fully automate the power supply, the food supply, basic necessities, healthcare, and the like, humans will be obsolete. There will be no need for children or human reproduction. Ladies and gentlemen, it'll be cyborgs and robots everywhere. It'll be the end of humanity as we know it, the end of our life, our way of life as we know it. Checkmate. And the 5G is the communications backbone. It is the nervous system for the Skynet. If we can take down the 5G, ladies and gentlemen, we can take out this beast system. And the best way to do that is locally. Towns across the country, cities across the country are banning 5G right there at their city councils. Sign up for some time. It's free. Just go to city council, sign up for some time, whatever they're talking about, hijack it and start talking about the 5G. You don't want the 5G there. Start a silent protest in front of a Verizon store. You don't have to go to these extremes. Of course, this is illegal, but you can stand in front of a Verizon store and hold a stop 5G sign or something like that. No death towers in your town. Fill in the blank. And every time somebody walks by, they'll see it. They may resist you at first. They may say, oh, whatever at first, but people are concerned across the country. People are freaking out, in fact, at the sight of these death towers. They don't want them anywhere near their neighborhoods, and yet they're being deployed silently in the middle of the night, thanks to this administration who has promised a death tower on every street, on every farm, in every small town across the country, let alone the balloons, the blimps, and the like. They are going to irradiate everyone so that their stock price can go up, ladies and gentlemen. And that's really, part of the illusion. What you're seeing on the television, the stock market, all of it is just to keep you busy. It's bread and circus so that they can continue on with their eugenics program, with their endless wars, with their monopoly on power, ladies and gentlemen. And, if you've been following the news since 2016, you saw the creepy Biden footage, you saw the WikiLeaks, the Podesta emails, and the like. It's become painfully clear that the ruling elite, the ruling establishment in this country are a bunch of cult members, quite literally, each and every one of them. And, this administration, unfortunately, is no different, as they've been implicated in the Epstein case. 15 years, best friends, flew on each other's planes, children trafficked on everybody's property and the like, guilty as hell. And they're rolling out the 5G, locking up the whistleblowers, Assange and the like, and Now we hear they want to shut down the government. In any case, these people, all these people on television are there protecting this beast system, protecting this eugenics program, just playing their part in a play, in a tragedy, if you will, and just to keep people distracted. And that's really the honest truth. And anybody that's going to say, that the skies today look like, look this way when they were growing up, must be smoking something. And to see, how our country has been transformed over the past few decades, to see the nonstop product placement for, Luciferian ideologies on the television, to see the mass deployment of eugenics programs, to sit there and say that everything's okay, well, you must be out of your fucking mind, because it's not okay, and it's certainly not your imagination. When they whacked Epstein, it confirmed everything. When the WikiLeaks came out, it confirmed everything that people were suspecting. And they just keep, rolling out more and more death towers. More and more poisons are being found in the food, the air, the water. And while those reports come and go, and while people don't really, pay attention to them, they should. They should pay attention to what these people are doing, especially out there in California, in Silicon Valley. Not only are they censoring free speech and discriminating against Christians and conservatives, but they literally want to roll out the beast system. It's the pages of the Bible playing out before your very eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And the question is, which side are you on? Which side are you on out there? Can you transgress politics for a second and think about what's in the Bible and think about what you're seeing out there from the music industry, from the movie industry, from the politicians and the like? Does it, whose side do you think those people are on? As they show you their devil hand signs, as they, promote some kind of madness, murdering children or trashing the planet. No matter who you pick with this Skull and Bones franchise, you just end up being the loser out there, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the point. It's a rigged system. And that's exactly the way they like it, to say the least. If you're just joining us, major breaking news. New death towers are going up everywhere. People are being irradiated as we speak. Concerned citizens have raided a Verizon store. Seems like they took people hostage and, of course, stole everything they could. The news called it a robbery, but this, didn't look like a robbery when they were, probing the dude's rectum. This looked like payback. You like a death tower up your ass there, Mr. Verizon. So, very graphic images coming to us from the urban jungle. And, of course, death towers are showing up everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Terminators are about to roll out. Google and the like are, deploying their drone delivery services. It won't be long before everything's automated. Everything's run by the Skynet. Terminators, Robocops everywhere. They're plugging people into the Matrix. It won't be long before, everything just kind of runs away from us and it becomes worse than a Hollywood movie, worse than we can possibly imagine. And, the best solution here is to be proactive, is to get ahead of this thing, not try to catch up to it. You can tell what side of the fence these people on TV are on, right? What their agenda is, what they're doing to our young people through the public indoctrination system. And it's, it's a war. It's a war of good versus evil. And worse than that, it's an outbreak. It's like a demonic virus has, been set loose on this planet, and it's body snatching people. That's what it looks like out there. It looks like 9 out of 10 people are shady as can be, working for the dark side, and those numbers are probably pretty close to what we're dealing with. Remember that in various scenes in the Bible, it's described that the devil is basically being cast out of heaven and crashing towards earth. It was banished on earth, ladies and gentlemen, and it's setting up its beast system. It's got all sorts of co-conspirators, collaborators, if you will, people that have sold their souls, and they're in charge of these tech companies. They're in charge of the politics of the television, and their aim is quite clear: to exterminate life, to exterminate humanity, to exterminate creation. Their aim is to enslave us all. Their aim is death and destruction, ladies and gentlemen. And while that might seem, rather cliche, that's exactly what's going on. And the best solution right now is to fight back in your local communities, to go to your city council meetings, sign up for time, hold up signs, stop the 5G. It's coming to your town. You're not, you're not just waiting for it to happen that way, ladies and gentlemen. And chances are, you've got, way too many death towers in your town as it is, near the schools, near the shopping mall, near your homes. And you can get these things taken down. You can stop these things from coming up by making your voice heard in your community. Getting people organized together, fighting the system is the only way we're going to stand a chance. And it has to be done at a grassroots level at your town, versus hoping that the people on the TV are going to finally wake up and help you. They're not there to help you. They're there to control you and to manipulate you. And as long as you're cheering for one puppet or another, they've got you right where they want you. And we've got to take this country back, city by city, block by block. Ladies and gentlemen, the dark side, the devil, is in full control of the secular system, the schools, the corporations, the government, the television. They own it all. The food, the water, everything you eat, everything you drink, everything you use comes from this system. And we need to take it back, ladies and gentlemen, because it has enslaved people, just like that pyramid on the back of the dollar bill. That's the bondage of Egypt that you were freed from, according to the 10 Commandments. Never forget that, ladies and gentlemen. This is about the epic struggle of good versus evil, and you're called to be the light out there in the darkness. And the only true light that we'll find right now is in the Bible. That's your foundation. That is your gateway to higher understanding. And for those of you that have been infected by doubt due to the public schools, due to the television, the answer that you've been looking for is right there in the DNA. It's a programming language. Life couldn't be there without it. It tells you that life was designed. It wasn't just randomly assembled by some sort of primordial soup, if you will. Impossible according to the law of biogenesis. Life was created, ladies and gentlemen. And to understand more about that, you just got to check out the Bible. Genesis 1, chapter 1. Check out the Gospels. Till the next time, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this, you are the resistance.